unspoken. Don't ever forget you're golden. I will find the light in your soul, I'll be there. Never leaving you in the darkness, even when you're out of focus. I will be the light in your life, you'll see it clear. I'll be your inspiration, 'cause I know that you'll do just what you're told. I'll be your hard-earned temptation, 'cause I know that you'll...
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I created these extra long crystal glass nails. So these are basically the most extra nails I've had on in a very long time, but I must admit I'm absolutely loving how they turned out, and I just want to sit and throw them at people, you know, just flick my fingers in their face so they could have a good old long look at these really cool nails. So if you guys would be interested to see how I completed these glass nails, then just keep on watching. So guys, diving right in with this tutorial, and I thought I would begin by showing you how I created these extra long nail tips. So as you may remember, I bought these nail tips ages ago in one of my recent hauls, and I got them specifically for doing tutorials for you guys, just showing you a nail design. But what I do when I want long nails is I go ahead and snip off the top of the nail tip, and then I file it into shape and then squeeze it so it has a slight C curve. And as you can see, they fit the nails really well and give me epic long nails. And I don't have nail tips that are as long as these, so I just DIY'd them and they work fabulously. So once I've attached them to the nail, I go ahead and apply a layer of that Ijel Pro Gel top coat, and this just seals in my nail and gives me a nice even surface to start building my extension on. So then I go in with the first of my two gels today, and this is Ink London's Ijel in Camouflage, and it is a beautiful pinky sort of peachy colour, cover pink, sorry. So I'm going to go in, and all I'm going to do with this is cover where my natural nail is and the join between the tip and my own nail. So I'm just basically just using this camouflage to camouflage that part of my nail. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on all of my nails, just focusing on where that tip is. As you can see, just bringing the gel down, covering where that little part of the nail meets, and then I pop that into my LED light to completely dry. Then I'm going in with some of this Ijel in clear. I really love this one. It's a violet shade of clear, which means it doesn't get as hot as some of the other gels out there. It's a fabulous gel and I really love it. So I'm going in with this for the middle finger. I'm just doing it again to the middle of the nail, leaving the tip of that nail completely clear. And then I'm going in with two glitters. First up, I have Smiley's Bling It On, which is an iridescent glitter mix. Absolutely stunning. And then I'm going in with A&A Glitters, chunky glitter in Magic Blossom flowers on some of the nails as well. So to that wet gel, I first go in with the first of my glitters, which is Bling It On, and I'm just attaching that to that wet layer of gel, and I do this in two coats. So basically I add the first layer, then I'll go over it with some base coat just to add a little bit more so the glitter really comes to life, and then I'll obviously allow each layer to dry in my LED light for 30 seconds. Then for the pinky and the pointer, I went ahead and completely covered the bottom half of that nail tip with that clear gel, and then I attached that Bling It On to that wet gel, again popping that into my LED light to completely dry before I move on to the next design, because I didn't want any of the glitter to smudge off the nail. And here's a quick look at what the fingers look like so far. So I moved on with the ring finger, which matches the thumb. So I first started by applying that Bling It On to the middle half of the nail, again leaving that tip completely bare, and then over the top of that gel I went in with some more top coat, and then I'm going to attach the little flowers. These are quite chunky, so I did have to put a slightly thicker layer of top coat on than I usually would, but it was just so those little pieces of glitter can adhere to it, and when I went to dry it in my LED light, it completely stuck to the nail, so when I went in to encapsulate, none of that moved. So as you can see, these little flowers have a really beautiful iridescent look to them, so I kind of thought they looked like snowflakes or something like that, and that's why I bought them. I really wanted to use them for winter nails and I just was itching to get them on, so I thought they really complemented this design and they looked absolutely fabulous. And again, I took some of that bling on just to cover up some of the areas that I wanted a little bit more glitter on, and this is what the design looks like so far on all of the nails. So once I removed those nails from the light, I'm now going to go in with that Ijel in clear and my gel brush just to encapsulate that whole nail. So for my encapsulating, I start at the top of the nail with a medium-sized bead of gel and I work that into the cuticle area, and then I bring the bulk down to slightly form the apex, and then I bring the excess down the rest of the nails, and then I go in with a second coat, repeating that process completely, and then on my third coat I do just focus on building an apex and forming the strength of the nails. And the great thing about this Ink London Ijel is they are so good at self-leveling, so you really don't have to be chasing the gel all over the nail while you are going about making sure you've got full structure. So that's why I really like this gel. It is super thick and it really does a fabulous job of encapsulating glitter and things like that. So when I do go to file, because I really do go to work when I'm filing my nails just to make sure everything is buffed and in shape, they don't remove any of the glitter whatsoever and everything stays encapsulated, and it really does give this beautiful glass appearance. I absolutely love this gel, and if you haven't checked it out, I would highly suggest you do so. It's a beautiful gel and so easy to work with. So guys, here is a quick look at the nails all encapsulated. So as you can see, that gel did a fabulous job of really covering that glitter, so everything was nice and safe. And here is the nails once I have filed and buffed all of the nails into shape. So I'm now going to start adding a little bit of bling to these nails, and for that I'm using my Bluesky Decor Gel and some AB crystals in pointed chatons and also flat back. I'm starting with the middle finger, and as you can see I put a nice good sized bead of that Bluesky Decor Gel onto the top of the nail because I am going to be doing a crystal cluster. So I first go in with this teardrop crystal. I think it may be called a teardrop, but this is a really chunky crystal, so it did require a little bit of gel, and then I'm going to surround that with a couple of little chatons also in AB, and then onto that wet gel still I am going to surround it with more AB crystals just to cover where all of that gel had leaked out. And then I go ahead and pop that into my LED light for 60 seconds, making sure I'm rotating my nail just so that light penetrates underneath those crystals and they do not go anywhere. So for the ring finger, I again start with a good sized bead of that Bluesky Decor Gel. I go over that again with my top coat, and then onto that wet gel I'm going to apply some raindrop AB crystals and also a flamed crystal. So I go in with the large flame into the middle. I then add 2 little raindrop crystals to each side, and then I cover the top of the cuticle area with some flat back AB crystals just to bring everything together. And then I go over that whole nail with some more top coat, and then I add tiny little AB crystals, sort of raining down the whole nail, but making sure I'm avoiding those little flowers because I really want them to come through in the nail design. And then once again, I go ahead and pop that into my LED light for 60 seconds, making sure I am rotating my hand just so that light penetrates underneath those crystals. And this is what the design looks like so far. So as you could see, I went and added just a few crystals to each of the pointer, the pinky and also the thumb. And then I'm going in with some top coat, being sure to also top coat underneath the nail so I get a really glass appearance on these nails. And then that goes back into my LED light for 30 seconds. And then, as always, my last and final steps in my manicure routine is to go ahead and wash and sanitize my hands. And I'm now going in with some cuticle oil. And the cuticle oil I'm using today is by Baroness, and it's also in peppermint. I'm just adding this to the cuticle and really working that into the skin. And that is this design complete. And finally, guys, this is what my design looks like once everything is complete, and I am so in love. I really enjoyed making these extra as hell nails, but I'm not one usually for long nails with too much bling, but these, I just absolutely loved them. They really are so in your face and were perfect for the up and coming winter season and would most definitely suit your inner ice queen. So if you guys did enjoy my Ice Queen inspired crystal nails, then please give me a thumbs up. I would totally appreciate it. And if you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Kylie. I am a complete nail polish addict, and on this channel you will find everything from nail art to swatches, reviews and the occasional haul. So if that's something that piques your interest, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to click that notifications bell. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!